Alright, is it just me or is all this AI hype type shit the biggest Trojan horse ever? And not saying it in some sort of like, ooh, scary way, but like, to me, because I'm listening to this audiobook right now, The Empire of AI by Karen Howell. I actually did one of my podcasts before the book came out, which is crazy. I think it was, or maybe it was around the same time, by her MIT Technology Review article about AI's connection to colonialism. Basically, it's the new sort of colonialism, as data is being ravaged from communities, and basically how resources obviously aren't being shared equally. Now, I'm not here to call myself what are all these fucking words the kids are using these days? Socialism. What's the other one they use? It's like socialism, communism. All those words basically don't mean shit, honestly. Because as soon as you put communism in the same breath as you say like China, as soon as you say any of these words in the same breath as anything remotely tied to government and organizations and hierarchy, like all that shit's lost, right? So I'm not here to tell any of that shit. I'm here to break it down real simple, right? Which Akra Loomis does in a lot of their songs. Well, especially We Are One People But Still Slaves, which is just like, okay, like if we were really out here living a solid life, right? People have respect. People had care for each other. Fuck it. Say some people don't like each other. That's natural. People don't like each other. People don't fuck with each other. But a basic level of like, I was gonna say like, I'm just not gonna kill you. Like, I mean, sometimes if somebody's threatening your life, you gotta kill them. But like, just a basic level of like common sense. To me, it makes sense that living as if we are one tribe, as in, okay, it's advantageous, and I don't know where I heard this recently, but like it was like, oh, this is how like humans live for so long. It's advantageous for me to do something to help you, and for you to do something to help me. And if we're living in a world where I'm just, say like there's 10 oranges, and I'm just taking all the oranges, and everybody's just sitting around like, where'd all the oranges go? And they're like, oh, so-and-so has them. He's like, he can't even eat all that shit. They're like, yeah, we know, but he just likes to be safe and, have control over everything. That person will get marked quickly. Now you take that situation and think, oh, why does that person have 10 oranges? Well, they have another friend, and that friend's name is Security. And Security just wants to guard their life. They just want to make sure that that person's safe. And but why can they have 10 oranges and we're out here with none? And then the people are just like, well, it's we had this rule growing up where if you were the first one to touch the orange, you got to keep it, and you didn't have to share. And like, why don't people just hold them back? Well, you see, every time a new orange tree grows, he uses the oranges that he has as payment to people to guard the trees and make sure that he's the first one to touch them anytime. So you're like, wait, so the whole shit's fucking rigged. Like, how are we ever supposed to, like, you're living in a system where not only are the resources unfairly distributed, but you're living in a system where that unfair distribution is being legally enforced, not just by words and laws, like sure you have that, the rules about whoever touches it gets it first, but this idea of ownership, like, this is mine. Bitch, ain't shit yours, bro. You only here for a snap second, you out this bitch. just like everything else. And, it's not only legal, but it's also physical. I feel like this is a huge, like, rope around tangent to the original thesis of this video, which is how AI is the biggest Trojan horse. But yeah, there's like physical enforcement of like, oh, like if you ever try to grab any of these resources, then we're gonna do something to you. Security will. Analogy for police and sheriffs. So back to the AI is the biggest Trojan horse. My thing is, right, as I was listening to the book, they said that OpenAI, it started because it was going to be anti-Google, anti-DeepMind, where it's open, it's going to be like open source or whatever, accessible to the public, transparent, so the public knows what's going on, and then they were like, but as time goes on, we're going to have to be more private and hide more of the research because we don't want it to get anything into the hands of bad actors, right? So then you sit back and you really think about that, right? You're like, okay, wait, so if that's true, if it's really true that I might create something that's so powerful that somebody who is like, even a group of people who are like, oh, we're gonna use this. God damn. People are like, we're gonna use this to enslave the world, right? We're gonna take this technology, we're gonna use it to enslave the entire population of the world. Don't you think a bigger problem is the fact that they're able to do that in the first place? Like, correct me if I'm wrong, right? Like, strike me down if I'm wrong. Like, if it's that easy to take technology and, like I said, the door is unlocked, to take technology and then enslave a population, or use it for war, use it for all this shit, isn't a bigger question how the fuck are people being able to be controlled and mind controlled by a very small portion of people? And if it was true that like a few people were going to be using it to deceive a bunch of people and like put them into slavery and all this other shit, like, don't you think a bigger problem would be like making sure that people are critical, independent thinkers? And like, but no, because obviously that would go against the entire system anyway. Because if you allow everybody to be their own independent thinkers, you wouldn't have none of this shit. You wouldn't have that building. You wouldn't have, this fuck ass flag, bro. I hate parking in this spot now. Because all I see, bro, this whole fucking road got American flags. Who the fuck is sucking Uncle Sam's dick? Yeah, it's like, don't you think a bigger, it's like, let me think of an analogy, man. I'm good at these analogies. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like saying, like, what's that like saying? I'm thinking of a baby. That's like saying, okay, I'm just spitballing, brainstorming while I'm thinking of this analogy. That's like saying, like, okay, you have a baby, and you're making food for the baby, and there's poisonous food in front of the baby, right? So the baby could possibly eat it, right? And basically how it got there is, you're making this dish, right? You're making this dish with this flour, and there's a 50% chance that the flour has poison, but you don't know if it has poison or not. So you kind of just like cook it up, and then you feed it to the baby. You're like, well, there's a chance it has poison, but I don't really know. I'm just gonna hope for the best. And open AI and AI, all this like secrecy and we're not going to be public. That's basically like saying, you know, just to be safe, we're not going to give the baby any food, okay? Instead of being like, well, why don't we teach people how to identify if the plant that they use was poisonous or not, instead of taking away the whole fucking food, bro? It's like you're jumping to fucking plan Z, bro, and we just at plan A. You know what I'm saying? Plan B, no abortion. I just wouldn't say that. Yeah, I should do a whole fucking video on Plan B, Planned Parenthood, and all that shit. But you get what I'm saying? I think that's a good analogy. Now, and it's not a direct analogy. It's more of like a simile, a metaphor. But it's the ideas in essence is broadly the same, which is like, why the fuck are you doing something that has a net worse effect for everybody when you could prevent that same negative outcome by making a smarter decision ahead of time, right? Because that's what's got me thinking about, like, okay, well, what the fuck am I gonna do with my life? And I hate fucking saying that or asking that question, because I don't want to, you know, I don't dream of labor type shit, you know, like I'm not out here. I don't even want to be Mr. Save the World no more, bro. Like I'm so tired of like these superhero fucking ideologies and made a $1 billion company. Great. Is Thomas Jefferson still on this fuck ass bill that you're handing to me? Well, fuck you, bitch. Like, so at the end of the day, I was thinking about it today. Like, of course, I always see so many homeless people. I was just like, man, like, if I could, like, I would just like work with them. And then at the same time, I'm like, man, if I were homeless, or even just me now, bro, it's like, it's a valid, you know, point to be like, bro, I don't want to talk to you. Like, I don't want to do anything with you, bro. That's why it's more about like autonomy and self-determination, where it's just like, you know, the world has to be a place where it's like, I don't have to go up and do something for somebody for them to be free, bro. Like they're free automatically, bro. They can go wherever they want. They can grab whatever food that they want, make whatever friends that they want, and live how they want. Kill who they want, because if your life is in danger, then, you know, you have the right to do it, not leave it up to some bitch ass court system or some, you know, or just be like, well, killing is wrong unless we kill millions of people and drop a bomb in Japan and in Gaza, and, you know, it's just, you know, unless you're an empire, you know. And it's not even the fucking soldiers that are the ones that have the actual power. It's not even the fucking people at the very top of the military order either. It's the people that they take their orders from, who's never discussed. So I feel like I gotta get back on track, but I want to say one more thing, because it's making me think like this is like I'm still trying to figure out like what the fuck I'm doing and what I'm gonna do. And I'm like, I be thinking, okay, the biggest part is like what did I say? Not automation, autonomy, and self-determination. So I'm like, oh, maybe I was thinking of making a website with a bunch of information, basically with all open information for anybody to take advantage of. But then, you know, then I always go back to the point of like, this is a psyop game, bro. Like, the way to win this, the way that you teach, for my analogy before, the way that you teach somebody which plants are poisonous and which plants are not, to make sure that it's a 0% chance that what you're eating is poisonous, to me, that's a complete flipping of thoughts, of mind, of how people exist mentally on this planet. It's not even a physical thing. And that's probably part of the Trojan horse too. I keep almost saying dark horse, like fucking Katy Perry. It's like they try to draw your attention to all these physical things. Oh, the products and this and that and what you can see with your eyes. And it's like 9 times out of 10, it's what you can't see. It's what you feel, and it's what you It's how you think about things. It's how you see the world, right? Because like imagine, like I said, I think I said this in the one of the videos yesterday, 2 days ago, 3 or whatever, about like, you know, if all police and sheriffs, all the law enforcement, or what if all their mindsets change when they were just like, you know, wait, we don't have to uphold these laws that are unjust, and you know, we don't have to. And all the lawyers and all the fucking property managers were always like, you know what, like we don't have to uphold these unjust laws. Like this is the people's land. Like these are everybody's. And you know, and all the people, you know, people were actually taught to defend themselves. I remember I was talking to my sister about this when I went to visit her, and a while ago. And this was like at the very beginning of, I think, when I was like making my music, or toward the beginning, probably like a few months in. And I mentioned to her one of the lines from the songs "We Are One People, but Still Slaves," where it's like, you know, a quarter century of school, but home building's out of the curriculum. And then I also mentioned to her, I was like, isn't it fucking ridiculous that like you grow up in your whole life and it's like, not in school, not anywhere, but if it's like just as important as it is to breathe, you're not taught like how to defend yourself. Like, bro, it's like this is the perfect world of slaves, bro. Man, if I was a master of this shit, I'd be crying my ass off, bro. This is so sad, bro. Like, I'll be laughing my ass off, bro. You know how many fucking dumb motherfuckers are out here? Motherfuckers don't know how to fucking, don't know. That's what I was thinking about the other day, too. Motherfuckers don't know how a car is made. You'd be like, wow, y'all have such cool technology. Like, how do you make this? The average person would be like, well, I don't know. I just press the on button and then put the gas. And then we do it. I don't know how to make a car. I don't know how to make an airplane. I don't know how to make a gun or a bomb. I don't even know what I just let the people above me tell me what you do. Like, bro, this is the perfect slave plantation, bro. Not only is it the perfect slave plantation because of that shit, but then it's like the slave masters got everybody fighting against each other. So it's even better. They ain't even looking up, bro. All they looking is to the side, bro. Who can I beat? Who can I? Oh, I got a better car than you. My shoes are nicer. My outfit's cuter. Okay, I look better. Okay, I speak better. Okay, I got this talent that you don't have. Okay, I have a job and you don't. I have a home and you don't. I have food and you don't. Ha 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 ha, man. Slave master's going crazy right now. He's like, this is a fucking well-oiled. This is a self-driving car. it's a automated fucking plantation, bro. All the slaves working for each other. The slaves, the police, policing each other, policing themselves. Just imagine if everybody had the mentality of just like, okay, I understand all this technology. I understand how the system of power works. I understand, you know, multi-dimensional reality. I understand that humans aren't from this planet, or they're a mix of things from this planet and not. Anyways, I feel like that was a big tangent of how AI is a Trojan horse. All that to say, this whole AI for humanity, man, if you want to shut your bitch ass up. I think I talked about this in the podcast, which I look back at my views are getting higher. So maybe I was like, shit, I got to put out another podcast episode. I think I actually have one recorded now that I think about it. So I just got to finish editing it and upload that bitch. So maybe I'll do that. I think I got a side note, personal life. I just got to like create a fucking schedule for myself of like, because I have so many different things that I want to work on. And I talked to my parents and they were like, oh, do you have like a 2-month, 3-month plan? I was like, nah. Just feeling a little bit overwhelmed now. But now I feel a little bit better. I got these boxes because I'm going to get rid of the closet that's in my office space. Because I was like, bro, next time I do these management, room checks, bro, I'm trying to be as discreet as possible. I already found a good way to make the bed look like a couch. Just set the pillows up and put the blanket over it. Makes it look like a couch, so that's good. Once I get rid of the closet, I think I'll be set so that I don't have to worry about any time I'm not home. I don't gotta worry about if somebody walks in and be like, wait, what is this? This person living here? Other than that, everything else looks normal. But fuck. I keep going on these tangents. Yeah, the Trojan horse. AI for humanity, all this shit. Like, if we were actually working on something that we could all benefit from, there's no question that not only will we be open with it, but we would address the core issue, right? Which is like maybe what I want to do, maybe what I want to spend my time doing. You know, the core issue is how we think, bro. I don't give a fuck if you can create a robot that can fucking. It doesn't matter, bro. And that's this whole man versus machine type shit too, where it's just like, okay, if y'all see we are already slaves, why do you think those that have the power would not do anything they can to make sure that the robots would further enslave us, make us even more useless? We're already fucking useless. Y'all heard the examples that I gave. Nobody knows how to fucking, build a car, maintain. Well, when I say nobody, I'm speaking in, what are they called? Hyperbole. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a percentage of people that know how to do these things, but make a car, maintain a farm, build a home, build an electrical circuit, like understand how the body works as an electrical circuit, medicine. I don't know why people put like doctors and lawyers in it. Like, now that I've seen law school, bro, it's a fake job, bro. It's the craziest fake job I've ever learned, bro. Did I even say like AI is a Trojan horse? Yeah, bro. It's just like they shipping this shit in, bro. Like it's like, oh yeah, this is gonna help fooling everybody. You got Sora, you got these AI video makers. Oh, they look so good. They look so real. Ooh, what are we gonna do with this? And that even crossed my mind. I was like, shit, maybe I can make a little film. Maybe I can make a film. I don't gotta go out and shoot shit. But god damn, my abs hurt, bro. I had my leg up this whole time because my hamstrings and calves hurt from my workouts. So does my ab work from my workouts. Okay, I gotta wrap this shit up. I don't know. I feel like y'all can fill in the blanks, bro. Like, y'all know what I'm talking about. What was that? I was like, this car stink. What is that? Do I stink? Gotta take a shower. Shit, bro. I don't know. My mind's going so many different places. But yeah, this Trojan horse shit. Man versus machine, bro. Yeah, people in power. Like, obviously, this shit's gonna make us even more fucking useless than we already are. We basically are already batteries, bro. Like, the whole The Matrix shit, like, we basically are already batteries. Like, it's not, like, 99.9% of people aren't really doing shit to, like, advance, like, the mindset of humanity and mental capacity and shit, bro. I'm trying to look at somebody on a scooter. Yeah, nobody knows how to build a scooter. Nobody knows how to build a phone. Nobody knows radio waves, TV, satellite. So hopefully me building this, encyclopedia, school, database, whatever will help. But in the meantime, I'm just happy I'm not doing any drugs and no bad habits. I mean, for the most part, I don't think. I mean, depends on how you look at it, but very mild bad habits. In a way, I'm like, shit. I was gonna be like, yo, don't do drugs, but shit, do whatever the fuck y'all gotta do to live in this world, bro. I mean, I'm not an advocate of suicide, but I understand, bro. Like, I haven't crossed that line, but I've eyed it at a very close distance. And the way that this world is set up, it's like caging animals, bro. If that animal comes out and fucking bites the fucking person that had it in his cage, what the fuck did you expect? So, damn, this video got long. Parker had a bunch of tangents, but they were all essential, I feel like. AI is the biggest Trojan horse. And yeah, it's just moving so fast paced, and nobody knows what's going on behind the scenes. And then all of a sudden one day it's gonna be like, oh, this shit runs the world. What are we gonna do now? Oh no, it turned into our enemy. Oh, only if we knew sooner. Only if we knew sooner. Only if more people knew what was going on. Oh man, maybe we should have made it more open. Oh man, guys, we were just trying to protect you from the bad guys and the good guys and the bad guys and the good guys. But they're the bad guys. There's so many bad guys. Oh, bad guys. What the fuck is this bullshit, bro? All right, I'll see y'all. Peace.